Hello, entrepreneurs. I hope you're all having a fabulous week and welcome back to Training Tuesday. I want to thank Jamie Olive for training our last Training Tuesday on our why. Why do we do what we do and finding our passion and the reason why we are in um, the business that we're in. So, with that, um, this book. It is an amazing book. If you have not read it, I highly recommend it. It's the one thing written by the head honcho of my real estate company, Gary Keller, with Jay Papasan. And I thought I would take the parts about time management or time blocking and discuss that today. I apologize. I will be reading out of the book because um, they say it much better than me, you know. Um, the also parts I'm reading, it'll talk about your one thing, and your one thing is your why. Why do you do what you do? And to start with, this is on page 164. To achieve extraordinary results and experience greatness, time block these three things. Time block your time off, time block your one thing, which is your why, and time block for planning time. Extraordinary successful people launch their year by taking time out to plan their time off. Why? They know they'll need it. So, yes, schedule your vacations early. And they know they'll be able to afford it. In truth, the most successful people see themselves as working between vacations. And resting is also important as working. There are few examples of successful people who violate this, but they are not our role models. They succeed in spite of how they rest and renew, not because of it. The most productive people, the ones who experience extraordinary results, design their days around doing their one thing, their why. The key to make this work is to block time as early in your day as you possibly can. Give yourself 30 minutes to an hour to take care of morning priorities, then move on to your one thing. Gary's and Jay's recommendation is to block 4 hours a day. And it's not a typo, they say. I repeat, 4 hours a day. Honestly, that is the minimum. If you can do more, then do it. So, 4 hours a day on your why. And I block this. Block an hour each week to review your annual and monthly goals. Um, First, ask what needs to happen that month for you to be on target for your annual goals. Then ask what must happen that week to be on course for your monthly goals. You are essentially asking, based on where I am right now, what is the one thing I need to do this week to stay on track for my monthly goal and for my monthly goal to be on track for my annual goal. You're lining up the dominoes, and dominoes, that's in the beginning of the book. I won't go into it. Buy the book. I highly recommend it. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, what Keller Williams teaches, and by the way, Keller Williams is the number one corporate trainer in the world. They have the best training system, and I'm so grateful to be a Keller Williams agent. Um, but you set your annual goals. I'm going to just use a ballpark figure. I want to earn $100,000 a year. So how many closings do I have to have that year to achieve 100,000? And then I break it up by 12 so I know my goals for the month and what I have to achieve. And I break it up by the week. So on the 15th of the month, I review what I've had the first 15 days of the month and what I still need for the last 15 or so days of the month. So it keeps you on track. But the importance, I'm not done, sorry, and then I'll discuss the importance of time management. There is magic in knocking down your most important domino day after day. So I'll just show you. Where are them dominoes? Because he keeps bringing up dominoes. I should have prepared for that. That's a disciplined life. Here we go. The domino effect. Can you see that? And that's on page 13. So you start, first domino is 2 inches tall. And how does it increase? So you increase the domino size by 50%, and then you reach the moon. I'm not making this very clear, am I? So each domino, each goal gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I hope that made sense. And most important, protect your time block. For time blocks to actually block time, they must be protected. Although time blocking isn't hard, protecting the time you've blocked is. That is the hardest, is sticking to my time block, because being in real estate, I'm very reactive, and I'm not going to limit, if a client needs to talk to me, I'm not going to say you can only call me between 2 and 4. I wouldn't have any clients. The world doesn't know your purpose or priorities and isn't responsible for them. You are. So it's your job to protect your time blocks from all those who don't know what matters most to you, and from yourself when you forget. So going back to protecting your time block, and like I said, most of us in sales are reactive. When clients need things, and it's urgent, it can be urgent. But anyway, I do protect my time block. However, I don't have house showings blocked or anything like that, because if somebody calls and schedules an appointment to show houses, then, I schedule a time at their convenience as well. But one thing I'm going to stress is you have to have boundaries. I've been the worst for the last 4 years. I've been in real estate, and I had gotten to the point where I was just burnt out. And real estate is my passion. I love real estate. I've wanted to do real estate since I was 16 years old. Didn't have the opportunity until I married Joe, and he was completely supportive of me making the change from being a paralegal to a realtor. And where was I going? But anyway, going back. I used to answer the phone like at 9:30 at night. I used to, somebody sends me a text at 10:30 when I'm about to go to bed, I'd respond. Now, my boundaries are, unless I'm negotiating a contract, 7 o'clock, my phone and computer, unless I got doing social media, gets put away, because that I need that downtime from 7 until 10:30 when I go to bed, and we all need that. Another thing I was doing, 7 days a week, I was working in real estate. So what I've done for 2018, Saturday mornings is for real estate or Monate, and from 1 o'clock on is family time. Because since I got into real estate, we don't have our little field trips, like just go for a drive, go up north, go down south for the day, that I allowed my business to take over my life and my family life. So not anymore. And like I don't have on Sunday mornings, I don't have my phone on me until 2 o'clock, because that's when I go to church and then I have lunch with family. And I caught myself a couple years ago sitting there during the sermon sending a text about an open house I was having. So I'm like, no, no. I need time with God and for Him to have 150% of my attention. So those are non-negotiables. Here's an example of my calendar. I've got color coded, like this is Sunday. Anything personal um, is in lavender. Anything that is networking, like entrepreneurs or social media, that's in a sage green color. Here I've got social media. You time block social media or it will eat you alive. And then anything red is real estate. So here I've got lead generation, and then I'm supposed to have lead follow up. Yeah, lead follow up. That should be up one. And then from 12:30 to 2, I have lunch. And then from 2 to 4, I negotiate contracts. I do transaction admin and business admin. And this is Monday through Friday. Then from 4 to 4:30, I do more social media. And then I focus on Monat from 4:30 to 6:30. And here you can see I've got Training Tuesday marked out, and I've got another Facebook Live event that it's a series of real estate diaries, and it's a lot of fun. And then on Thursdays, you can see I have Mary's Mrs. B Paparazzi Facebook Live blocked, and then following that is Kathy's LuLaRoe Facebook Live. So, and those are really personal, even though I've got Sage for networking and Red. Those items are enjoyable. And here we've got presentation time on Sunday. And notice, I should have put 60 minutes after 6 p.m. Anything after 1 o'clock during the week, that can be negotiable. But anyway, I hope you got something out of this. By the way, this was all also generated, I'm piggybacking off of Jamie's Training Tuesday, but also Kathy with her business. She's recently implemented time blocks for her business and asked her clients and customers to appreciate that. And I have so much admiration and respect for Kathy for doing that. So y'all be successful. You are a success. Tell yourself that. Maybe we'll do a Training Tuesday on affirmations. I need some help with that too. I let my affirmations go. Bye, y'all.